Looking at the top stories this hour, Supreme Court upholds the jail sentence of Judge Abdullah Saeed and Ali Hamid on charges of influencing judges of lower courts. Maldivian ambassador to Japan presents his letter of credence to the Emperor of Japan. And Maldives immigration denies reports it has denied work permits to Indian citizens.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome you all to PSM News in English. I'm Zionat Hassan here with the news in details. Supreme Court of Maldives upholds the jail sentence of Judge Abdullah Saeed and Ali Hamid on charges of influencing judges of lower courts. Following the decision of Supreme Court to uphold the verdict, Judge Abdullah Saeed and Hamid have lost their post as judges. Criminal Court's guilty verdict was upheld by the High Court, giving them each a 1 year and 2 months jail sentence. Moreover, Supreme Court has decided to reject the appeal, stating there are no grounds to consider the verdict of High Court is invalid. The Supreme Court said hence the appeal case will not be accepted by the Supreme Court. The ambassador of Maldives to Japan, Ibrahim Uwais, presents his letter of credence to the Emperor of Japan, Akihito. At a grand ceremony held at the Tokyo Imperial Palace, Ambassador Uwais presented his letter of credence and letter of recall of his predecessor to the Emperor. The Maldives and Japan established formal diplomatic relations on November 14th of 1967. Maldives opened a resident embassy in Japan on May 10th, 2007. The first Maldivian ambassador to Japan, Abdul Hamid Zakaria, presented his credentials on March 11, 2008. He was succeeded by Ahmad Khalil, who presented credentials on February 16, 2010, and Mohammad Hussein Sharif, who presented credentials on April 14 of 2017. Abdullah Uwais is the fourth ambassador from Maldives to Japan. Meanwhile, President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Gayoom was the first Maldivian head of state to undertake an official visit to Tokyo on the invitation of the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. During the visit from April 14 to 17 in 2014, President Yamin met with Emperor Akihito, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and senior officials of the Japanese government and the National Diet or Parliament. The Embassy of Japan accredited to Maldives was opened in Male City in January 2016 last year. 2016 last year marked the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the countries, and it was commemorated with bilateral exchanges between the two countries, including 3 meetings of the foreign ministers, the most recent of which was a visit to Tokyo by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Muhammad Asim, from June 13th to 15th. Maldives immigration denies reports it has denied work permits to Indian citizens. Refuting rumors, Maldives immigration assured there is no discrimination when carrying out its lawfully bestowed duties, stating no country or person was denied visa to the Maldives. Highlighting that visa will be issued in accordance with laws and regulations, Maldives immigration reiterated that no Indian citizens were denied visa. Moreover, Maldives immigration said visa will be denied if necessary rules are not followed, and when a situation arises for the visa authority to deny a visa, it will be done without hesitation or without favoring individual countries. Maldives immigration also stated no official complaints were forwarded to the authority. Furthermore, immigration revealed 2,621 visas were issued to Indian citizens within the first 6 months of the year. The authority also stated it had refused visas to citizens from China, Bangladesh, Germany and Italy this year, adding approximately 1,100 people are denied entrance to Maldives every year for various reasons. Maldives immigration made the statement at a time when Chief Minister of Kerala State Pinarayi Vijayan had requested the Indian government to solve issues regarding visa for Indians working in Maldives. In a letter sent to Minister of External Affairs of India, Sushma Swaraj, Pinarayi Vijayan said over 30,000 Indians work in Maldives, noting a large section of them are from Kerala State. The letter said visa arrangements from Maldives can be completed within a week previously, adding that it takes more time nowadays. However, the Maldives immigration denied the allegations and insisted it follows the relevant laws and regulations. Managing Director of Public Service Media, PSM Ibrahim Khalil, meets with Ambassador of Hungary to the Maldives, Dr. Suha Gyoji Salt. During the meeting, the Managing Director and the Ambassador held discussions on building the relationship between Maldives and Hungary with collaborations of the media sector of both countries. In the meeting, the Ambassador of Hungary was accompanied by corporate personnel and well-known media channels from Hungarian media. Areas discussed in the meeting include airing Maldives TV, operated by PSM in Hungary, sharing of content between Hungarian media channels and PSM, and producing programs about Maldives in collaboration with media channels of Hungary. During the meeting, Managing Director Khalil highlighted the areas in which employees are trained in the sector by PSM and the services Maldives is desperately in need of to enhance the media sector of the country. Maldives Airports Company Limited MACL reveals tarring of the new runway of Velana International Airport VIA will conclude within a month. The new runway constructed in VIA is one of the key structures of the $1 billion airport expansion mega project initiated by the government of Maldives. While the project commenced in 2016 is near completion, MACL is currently working on laying the last layer of tar on the runway. Speaking about the progress of the project, MACL reveals the runway will be completed and operational by the end of the year. MACL stated test runs will be conducted on the runway once the runway is completed, and the runway will officially be open for operations after conducting necessary surveys. The new runway constructed in VIA is 3,400 meters long and 200 meters wide, with the capacity to accommodate the largest aircrafts. Maldives National University MNU states that over 60,000 students applied for the Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelors of Surgery MBBS courses, which is set to begin in the Maldives for the first time. According to MNU, applications will be accepted, although the deadline has already passed. Moreover, according to MNU, 50 students will be selected from the applicants for the first batch of the course. Out of the students who fit the criteria, students will be selected depending on the sequence and the number of applications received. 5 passes in GC A-level exam, including chemistry, biology and mathematics, and at least a C pass in GC O-level exam is required to participate in the course. The duration of the course is 5 years and the fee is approximately $1,000 per month. Department of Higher Education has introduced a new special loan schemes for the students who wants to join the course. The first medical college of Maldives will be developed in the newly developing Dharmavanta Hospital. Islamic University of Maldives IUM extends the deadline to apply for courses starting in June. According to a notice released by IUM, the deadline to apply for the course starting in June is extended till upcoming Thursday. IUM requested the interested candidates to fill out an application form and submit it to the IUM reception with the paperwork necessary before 13:30 of upcoming Thursday. IUM is starting 56 courses in the upcoming semester, with 3 new courses: Masters of Teaching and Learning, Advanced Certificate in English for Travel and Tourism, and Advanced Certificate in Islamic Finance. Information about the courses will be available from Student Administration Services and from the website of IUM. Moreover, IUM instructed to call the university hotline number 302-2124 and 302-2125 for additional information. IUM has been conducting courses from Sharia and Law, Leadership, Quran, Islamic studies, Arab language and educational sector from certificate level to PhD. Maldives Transport and Contracting Company MTCC begins distributing dividends to its shareholders. While MTCC gained a yearly profit of $9.4 million last year, $1.3 million which will be distributed to the shareholders at a rate of 1.7 cents per share. MTCC requests to provide the share certificate and the identity card when shareholders request for dividends. Moreover, according to MTCC, shareholders who prefer the amount to be transferred to a bank account can fill out a form and submit it with a copy of the ID card and share certificate. MTCC was incorporated in 1980 and is currently the longest-serving public company in the Maldives. The company was established with the objective to contribute towards the development of infrastructure and transport service in the country. Maldives Inland Revenue Authority, MIRA, reveals it gained a yearly revenue of $986.5 million in 2017, which is an increase of 4.2% compared to initial estimations. According to the 2017 annual report of MIRA, $946.9 million was the estimated revenue for 2017. The reasons for the increase in the revenue is mainly due to the increase in collection of goods and services tax, bank profit tax, and due to rise in property transfer taxes and fees. In 2017, the revenue gained from property transfer taxes and fees increased up to 3% than expected, while revenue gained from bank profit tax increased up to 2.25% than the estimated amount. Meanwhile, revenue gained from goods and services tax increased by 2.2% than the estimated amount. MIRA is a fully autonomous body responsible for tax administration in the Maldives. MIRA collects about 75.6% of the total revenue collected by the government of Maldives. Maldives Customs Service reveals the value of goods imported during June has increased by 3% in May 2018 compared to the same month of last year.
According to statistics of Maldives Customs Service, approximately goods worth over $220 million were imported in May 2017, whereas the figure was recorded at over $227 million this year. Customs Service revealed among the top importing countries, China recorded as the highest with 19%, followed by Singapore with 17% and the UAE with 14%. Furthermore, according to the latest monthly statistics, the total revenue collected through customs duty and other fees and fines showed a decrease of 10% compared to that of May 2017. In this regard, almost $14 million was collected through customs duty last month, whereas in May 2017 the amount was recorded at $15.5 million. Moreover, the value of goods exported last month showed a decrease of 38% compared to the same period of last year. Customs revealed goods valued $13 million were exported in May 2018, while the figure was recorded at $21 million in May last year. Fish being the major category of exports, the monthly statistics revealed the major chunk was exported to Thailand, which is 38% of the total export figure for the month, whereas 14% was exported to Germany, 11% to France, and 6% to the US.
And now we'll get into the latest news updates from international arena. Displaced Rohingya refugees took to the streets of Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh to demand for more human rights and citizenship rights on World Refugee Day. We take a closer look.
Scores of Rohingya Muslims who fled a military crackdown in neighboring Myanmar in 2017 lined the streets of Kutupalong camp holding placards with their demand to be recognized as citizens in Myanmar. For now, Myanmar is offering Rohingya National Verification Cards (NVC), which some refugees regard as inadequate. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees UNHCR has said the number of Rohingya refugees now in Bangladesh has swelled to over 720,000. Many of the demonstrators also requested the international community for more security in the sprawling and congested refugee camps as the monsoon season arrived. Earlier in June, downpours and storms triggered landslides and floods, killing 2 and injuring several refugees, as well as damaging thousands of bamboo and plastic shelters built on the slopes of muddy brown hills.
In sports, we'll first highlight on the updates of going on World Cup. Moscow's residents poured into the streets, honking car horns and waving flags to celebrate a decisive 3-1 win over Egypt in the 2018 FIFA World Cup that saw the hosts move top of Group A with 6 points from 2 games.
Russia virtually booked their place in the second round with a victory in St. Petersburg. It is an unexpectedly positive situation for a Russian side that came into this tournament amidst skepticism and pessimism at home. After the 2 confident victories with 8 goals, the public appear to have taken the team to their hearts. And as the party on the street progressed into the morning, Moscow residents were ecstatic.
Russia is really victory. Fine. It's very good. Yeah. Russia wins and we can drink for this. Yeah.
A 3-goal blitz in the space of 15 minutes early in the second half put the Russians firmly in command before Egypt's Mohamed Salah, who had a subdued game on his return from injury, struck from the penalty spot, awarded after a video review. Should Uruguay beat Saudi Arabia, it will ensure the South Americans and the Russians go through to the round of 16 with the games to spare. A draw would also send the hosts through.
Russia!
Some of the best chefs from different parts of the globe gathers in Bilbao for what is considered as the Oscars of the food world, the world's 50 best restaurants award ceremony. The annual ranking of the world's first best restaurants is announced during the evening gala ceremony.
Some of the best chefs from different parts of the globe gathered in Bilbao, Spain for the world's 50 best restaurants award ceremony. New York's 11 Madison Park won first place in 2017, while Denmark's Norma has been crowned best restaurant 4 times. The Best 50 list, which was launched in 2002, has gained prominence among chefs around the globe, rivaling the long-standing Michelin guide with its star system. There are no criteria for putting a restaurant on the list, which is based on a poll of more than 1,000 chefs, food critics and other industry insiders spread across 26 regions. Each member gets 10 votes, and at least 4 of those votes have to be for restaurants outside their region. The Basque region in Spain is well known for its culinary traditions. The Basque Country region was well represented in 2017, with 6 restaurants making the top 50 list, including Exebari Grill in 6th place and Mugaritz taking 9th place.
With that, we conclude the news for this bulletin. Thank you for joining us and have a pleasant day ahead. Bye-bye.